So welcome everyone, my name is Kathy, I'm from Fifth Element Wellness and this is a 30-minute sequence, slow flow sequence that you can do yourself at home. So we'll start lying on our backs. Just letting the weight of the body drop down nice and heavy. Let the bones descend towards the earth. Feel the muscles release and relax and fall away from the bones. And just softening the skin, smoothing out that breath. You may even like to place your hands on your belly and just feel the belly rise on the inhale. Fall on the exhale. Slow, even breath. Take 3 more slow, steady breaths here. Using that breath like an anchor, just to bring the mind with the body to each present moment. Once you complete those 3 steady breaths, and gently drawing your right knee in towards your chest on the inhale, extend the left leg long. Breath in, release on the breath out. Left knee into the chest, breath in. Squeeze it as you extend that right leg long on the breath out. One more inhale and release, exhale. Again, right knee into the chest, breath in. This time extend that leg long on the breath out. So maybe you can hold behind the thigh, behind the knee or behind the calf. Just gently draw that leg in towards you. One more breath here and gently release the leg down. Left knee to the chest, inhale. Extend it long on the exhale. And then draw that leg in. Shoulders drawing back towards the earth. Knee nice and straight and just spreading the toes nice and wide. One last breath. And release. This time both knees in towards your chest. Get a little squeeze. And a gentle rock and roll along the spine, tailbone to shoulders, forwards and back, rocking yourself all the way up, making your way onto hands and knees. So the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, spread those fingers nice and wide. So coming back into your breath, inhale to drop the belly, lift the chest, turn the eye gaze up. Exhale, push the floor away, tuck the tailbone under, the crown of the head releases to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, spread the collarbones wide. Exhale, gather in through the waist, lift the belly button, shoulder blades to the sky. And just move in your own time with your own breath. Inhale to fill up. Exhale, empty the breath out. Three more rounds. Just gliding the shoulders away from the ears. Press them all the way up to the sky. Getting as much movement in each direction. One last round. And then sit back on your heels, child's pose. So the sit bones to the heels, creep the arms out nice and long towards the front edge of the mat. Forehead rests gently on the mat. Just breathing into that lower back. Fill up on the inhale. Soften on the exhale. And tucking the toes under, make your way into downward facing dog. Lift those hips high. And you can spend a couple of moments here in down dog, just pedaling out the ankles, the knees, pressing into the backs of the legs. Do whatever you need to get comfortable in the pose. Maybe drop a shoulder, twist the hips. Let's take a couple of moments, eventually coming to a nice still and steady shape. So again, the fingers spreading wide across the mat. The sit bones reaching up and back. Gently drawing the low belly in as the heels plant towards the earth. Smooth out that breath. On your next inhale, ripple forwards into a high plank. So shoulders stack over the wrists. Draw the belly in. The center of your heart moves forwards as the heels press back. Breath in. Lift your belly high to fall back, downward facing dog. Again, like a wave, inhale, ripple forwards, high plank. Exhale, pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Last one, inhale, high plank. And this time, drop your knees to the mat. Breath in, spread the collarbones wide. As you exhale, hug the elbows into the waist as you slowly lower down. Once the belly touches the floor, lengthen the leg bones back. So legs long. Draw your hands back a little bit further, shoulders away from the ears. Press through the feet, tone the belly, rise on up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale to lower. 2 more rounds. Press through the feet, navel to spine as you rise up. Lengthen the heart as you lower down. Inhale, rise. Exhale to release. And then again, press back, child's pose. Big breath in. Releasing breath out. Toes tuck under, downward facing dog. 3 slow, steady breaths here. Lengthening on the inhale, grounding down, exhale. Once you complete your 3 breaths, just gently walk the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. So hands to the shins, lengthen the spine forwards. Fold, exhale, belly to the thighs, soften the backs of the knees. And just take a hold of each elbow, hanging forwards like a rag doll. One more breath. Release the elbows. And then tucking your tail under, slowly roll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Tail to the heels, scoop the belly in as you stack. Shoulders rolling back and down, and the crown of the head lifts last. Just take a moment just to arrive. Spread your toes wide across the mat. Ground down through the 4 corners. And then crown the head, floating up towards the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, bow all the way down to the earth. Soften those knees. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Press through the feet to stand, breath in. Hands to heart, breath out. From the feet, reach up, inhale. Bow, exhale. Breath in, long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Surya Namaskara A, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift to lengthen. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. Tip forwards like you're peering over the edge of the mat on the inhale. And then knees to the mat, elbows by the waist, exhale. Cobra on the breath in, peel the shoulders back. Down dog, breath out. One inhale, one exhale. Eyes to the hands, step to the top. Halfway lift and fold. Reach for the sky, breath in. Bow to the earth, breath out. Halfway lift, high plank. Inhale to tip forwards. Exhale, knees and elbows in. Fill up, cobra. Down dog, fold back. Breath in, sit bones reach up and back. Exhale, heels to the earth. Look to the hands, step to the top. Halfway lift and fold. Rise on the breath in. Fold in half, breath out. Lengthen, inhale. High plank, exhale. Tip forwards, breath in. Knees to the mat, elbows by the waist, breath out. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breath in, breath out. Eyes to the top, step forwards. Halfway and fold. And just take a moment here just to check in. Feet are hip distance apart. Spread the toes nice and wide across the mat. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose, like you're sitting in an imaginary seat. So a little tuck of your tail, create some length in that low back. Tip your pubic bone towards your belly, so nice and strong through the core. Arms reach up. Inhale, spark up through the fingers. As you exhale, sit into those hips. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Smooth out that breath. On your next inhale, ground down through your right foot. Bring the left knee into your chest. Find a spot to focus on. A steady gaze out in front. Balancing on one leg. Breath in. Fly forwards on the breath out, Dekasana. So heart towards the front, the heel presses back. Toes flex towards the floor. Dropping this outer left hip down as you hug the belly of the ribs in. Find a spot to focus on the floor. Steady gaze, steady breath. One more breath in. Soften that front knee on the breath out and lower the toes down. Inhale, crescent lunge. And again, we'll bend that back knee and lengthen that tail down. So again, that little tip, pubic bone to belly, hug in through the waist. Arms reach up, soften the shoulders down. Push into the feet, and there's a scissoring action of the inner thighs, so muscles hug into the bones, so you're nice and firm. Maybe starting to straighten that back leg all the way behind you. Keep those front ribs tucked in, the tailbone lengthening down. One more breath. Open wide to warrior two. So the back leg nice and straight. Push the outside edge of the foot to the floor as you sink the front shin forwards, broadening your knee towards that right hand corner of the mat. Again, there's a hugging in of the inner thighs, a lengthening of the tail, scoop the belly as you reach the arms nice and wide. Settling the gaze just over those front two fingers. Smooth, even breath. Staying nice and low in your lunge, flip and reverse your warrior. Reach, lengthen. Imagine space between each rib. Right elbow to right knee, left arm in line with the ear. Extended side angle. So again, back leg nice and strong. Roll the chest open, looking up towards the sky, and reach the fingertips towards the front of the room. Smooth, even breath. One more inhale. Hands to the mat, exhale. High plank. Breath in. Down dog on the breath out. Right leg to the sky on the inhale. Look at the toes. Hug it in on the exhale. Step it through. Breath in. Spread the collarbones wide. Exhale, step the left leg forwards. Halfway lift. Fold. Bend the knees. Utkatasana, inhale. Tuck that tail under on the exhale. Breath in. Stay for the breath out. This time, the left leg stays grounded. Right knee into the chest. Pause. Find your balance. So hug in through the waist. Steady gaze on one point. One more breath. Fly forwards, Dekasana. Collarbone spread wide, flex the back toes down. And again, that right hip, drop it towards the mat as the front ribs, the belly hug in. Reach the fingertips back. Find that drishti, that steady gaze. Smooth, even breath. One more breath. Drop the back foot down. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bend that back knee. Pubic bone towards the belly, hug those front ribs. Find your feet, push them into the mat. These inner thighs squeeze into the center. And then start to lengthen the back leg behind you. One more breath in. Open wide to warrior two, breath out. Back leg nice and strong. From that back foot, sink the front shin forwards. Broaden that left knee out towards the pinky toe side of the foot as the tail lengthens down. The fingertips reach away from one another. Flip and reverse inhale, lengthen through that side waist. And then left elbow to left knee, extended side angle. Push into the back foot, turn the chest to the sky, turn that gaze up. Keeping your bottom waist lifting away from that front thigh, so gathering in through the core. One more breath in. Hands to the mat, high plank, breath out. Inhale, fold back on the exhale. Left leg to the sky, breath in, step it through, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale, fold, exhale. And just soften your knees. Index finger and middle finger, like your peace fingers, wrap around the big toes. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold. Belly to the thighs, relax the back of the neck. Shoulders draw up away from the ears and just gently lean in towards the toes. Slow down that breath. Soften the face, the jaw, the space between the eyebrows. One last breath. Release the toes. So we'll move through that sequence one more time. Halfway lift on the inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, breath in. The right leg stays down, left knee to the chest. Inhale, Dekasana, exhale. Breath in, lower the toes, breath out. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse your warrior inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Breath in, hands to the mat, breath out. So you can choose from down dog or from high plank to pull back to downward facing dog. Or if you want to take that little vinyasa, you can drop the knees, lower the chest, move through cobra on the inhale to find down dog on the exhale. Right leg to the sky, breath in, step it through, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale, fold, exhale. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, breath in. Right knee in towards the chest on the breath out. Inhale, fly forwards, exhale. Breath in, toes to the mat, breath out. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, reach wide. Reverse warrior, inhale, elbow to knee, exhale. Breath in, hands to the mat, breath out. So again, your choice to go through that vinyasa, lower the chest down, or just pull it back to down dog. Left leg lifts on the inhale, step it all the way through, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in, fold, breath out. This time, taking your hands underneath your feet. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Place the backs of the hands down, the palms up, and stand on those hands. Padahastasana, hands to feet pose. Just belly to the thighs, relax the back of the neck, soften that face. Keep the shoulders drawing up away from the ears as you lean into those hands. The head nice and low, lots of fresh blood down to the brain, takes pressure off the heart. Allow that breath to lengthen. One more breath in. Release the hands on the breath out. Halfway lift, inhale, fold, exhale. Push through the feet to stand, breath in. Hands to your heart, breath out. So come into a balancing pose, tree pose. So grounding down through both feet. Planting 4 corners of both feet into the mat. Ground down through your right foot and bring the left leg up. So sole of the foot into the inner thigh. So the sole of the foot presses into the thigh, but the inner thigh presses back into the sole of the foot. And then hands to your heart. Settle your gaze on one point. Smooth out that breath. Now, if you feel steady, maybe you can take the arms up. One last breath. Hands to the heart. Release the leg down. And change sides. So grounding down through the left foot, bring the right leg up, sole of the foot to inner thigh. Inner thigh presses into the sole of the foot, like you're holding something between the two, like a precious diamond. Squeeze the 2 points together. Draw the low belly in, lift the chest up. If you're steady, reach your arms up. One last breath. Hands to the heart. Release the leg down. Good job. Back to the top of the mat. Inhale to stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, high plank, exhale. Tip forwards on the breath in, knees to the mat, elbows by the waist, breath out. Cobra, inhale, peel the shoulders back. Down dog, exhale. Taking your right leg up to the sky on the breath in. And then bend your knee, open that hip up to the side. Big inhale. Right knee behind your right wrist for half pigeon. So the shin comes across the mat. Flex these toes back towards the shins. We're dropping that left hip towards the right ankle as you fold out. You may want to support the hips with something. If you've got a little blanket you can place underneath that right glute. Otherwise, just folding forwards, let the head drop. Slow, even breath. Just breathing into that right hip wherever you feel the resistance. Just take the breath there. Create space on the inhale. Soften on the exhale. Three more breaths. Slow, steady breaths. Once you complete those 3 breaths, walk the hands up, lift that chest nice and tall, shoulders away from the ears. And just bring that left leg out in front. So sole of your foot, your right foot into that left inner thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift up out of the waist, and then exhale to fold forwards. So you may like to use a strap or something around the foot if you need. Breath in to again lengthen, create space, and the exhale to soften, fold. Shoulders draw back away from the ears as the sternum moves towards the toes. Three slow, steady breaths here. Once you complete your 3 breaths, slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Crown of the head lifts last. And then switch sides. So back into down dog. This time your left leg will reach up to the sky on the inhale. Bend and yawn that hip open. And then take that left knee behind your left wrist. Shin comes across the mat. Whatever angle you need. Dropping your right hip down towards that left ankle. Maybe some support underneath the glutes if you need to even off those hips. And just fold forward, soften down, let go. Three slow, steady breaths. Finding more space on the inhale and just softening, releasing on the exhale. Once you complete your 3 breaths, you'll walk the hands up, lift that chest nice and tall. And then swing that right leg around out in front. So sole of left foot comes into the inner thigh. Inhale, reach up out of the waist, find length. Exhale, fold forwards. Again, use the strap if you need. Rather than thinking just head to knee, try and create some length through the front of the body. So chest forward, sides of the waist nice and long as you bow. Three more breaths. Once you complete those 3 breaths, come up on the inhale, 1 vertebra at a time. Extend both legs out straight. So both legs to the top of the mat, arms out in front, breath in, lift up tall. Use your core, tuck the tail under, scoop the belly as you slowly roll down, 1 vertebra at a time. Letting the back of the head, the back of the arms rest nice and heavy. Surrender the weight of your body down, let go. We'll just finish our sequence with a spinal twist. Take your right knee in towards the chest on the inhale. And then draw the knee over the body on the exhale. So right shoulder stays down. If the right shoulder lifts off, don't go so far with the twist. Only go as far as you can keep that arm grounded. The eye gaze can stay up towards the sky, or perhaps taking the eye gaze looking over towards the right hand. Rinsing out through the waist. 3 slow breaths into that right rib cage. Once you complete your 3 breaths, come back to the center, release. Left knee to the chest, inhale, cross it over on the exhale. And again, that left shoulder stays down, eyes to the sky, or turn all the way over that left hand. 3 Ujjayi breaths. Once you complete those 3 breaths, gently come back to the center and release the leg long. Shavasana. So just take a moment like we did at the start to let the weight of the body sink down, get nice and heavy. Bones heavy, muscles soft. smoothing out that skin. Feeling the back of the body where it meets the mat, from the back of the heels all the way to the back of the head, back of the arms. Feel the whole back of the body. And then feeling the front of the body. Just allow the front of the body to drop towards the back of the body. Relaxing the jaw, the space between the eyebrows, softening the palms of the hands. Feeling the air against your skin. Feel the whole front side of the body. And feeling the back of the body and the front of the body together. Feel the whole body as one. Feel the whole body. Feel the whole body. Letting go of all effort.